What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to Somewhere's Prada, where the drama is always designer and the stories are forever iconic. Let's dive into today's episode. What's going on? We made it another day in this crazy, crazy world. Um, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you had a blessed and wonderful day. I hope you looked in the mirror and said, "Oh, yeah, I'm that bitch," because you are. But today we're diving into another speed build. But this time we're getting a little introspective because we're building Thistle and Oak Therapy, Henford-on-Bagley's very own little cozy counseling center. Because let's be real, let's keep it real. Life in the Sims can be chaotic, okay? I've watched all of you guys' Let's Plays and stories. It's very chaotic, okay? So you can get like set on fire in your freaking game, abducted by aliens, um, have your house like items in your house stolen by the burglar in all under 5 minutes, honestly. So I feel like my Sims and yours need a safe space to process all of that nonsense, and that is at Thistle and Oak Therapy, your the go-to counseling center, if you ask me. Thistle and Oak Therapy is a welcoming mental wellness practice rooted in compassion, positive atmosphere, just growth overall. I would say this practice offers a safe and supportive space for individuals seeking balance, healing, and personal transformation. I myself am a huge advocate for therapy and mental health, So that is why if you notice in my last speed build, I had some positive affirmations, some inspiring words to listen to while you're watching me boringly speed build this build, to just inspire you, to just uplift your spirits. And I think that Thistle and Oak Therapy, that is located also in the heart of Henford-on-Bagley. Henford-on-Bagley lately has had a huge, grab on my heart lately. I love building there, and one of my main Sims in an upcoming Let's Play lives there. So I just want to build out this world more. So doing her Let's Play, she can visit some of these places and take you, on a tour around her neighborhood. But yeah, this one Oak Therapy provides the therapy services tailored to the unique needs of each client, guiding them toward clarity, honey, confidence, and inner peace. So, whether your sim is navigating life challenges, processing past experiences, and or striving for personal growth, Thistle and Oak Therapy is here, honey, to walk you through that journey. Okay, so yeah, Daddy died. Sim just distraught. Take them here, and the therapist here will, talk them through, try to uplift their spirits and get them through that horrible, horrible emotional experience that they're dealing with. So, yeah, this one, Oak Therapy, is the place to go. And I rarely, hardly ever have seen anyone build a therapist, like a therapy office, a counseling center. Like, let me know. Have you ever downloaded a wellness practice that is like rooted in therapy? Yeah, I'll wait. Or maybe I'm just oblivious to it, and drop the link in drop the link in the comment section, and we'll check it out and see. But yeah. Oh my god, as you guys see, when I build, I honestly be all over the place. I go through many different changes and emotions. I'm the type, I have to build the layout, the foundation first before I can like go in and like fully like do the floors, the wall, the decorations. Like I have to try every little method of the layout of the build, the floor plan, because for me, like I'm just thinking like, okay, if I were to walk into this building, how would this work? You know? And in my mind at the time when I was building this, that center office space that's in the middle, I wanted that to be like a private room for like celebrity guests. And I was trying to figure out a way that I can like create a hallway to hide Sims to go, in certain spaces that where the public or if anybody else is in there, they won't see that your Sim is in there having a counseling session. But then again, I thought actually if a famous person did come at this counseling center because it's such a like a mom and pop shop, they will probably rent out the whole building, and just close it down and just have that one Sim show up. And that's when I thought, okay, yeah, we don't need to have like a little private room section. It's just going to be one of the third rooms, because I wanted to have 3 office spaces, different type of vibes. I feel like can like honestly, like if you go into a room that's colorful, you have a certain client that's going to open up more because of the environment versus you might have a client that is a little bit more closed off. So maybe you want like a little dim, a little darker setting to make them just feel a little bit more comfortable. So I wanted to create 3 different spaces to occupy a different client and their needs. And that was just the idea. I knew that that's what I wanted. So I go through all the doors. I literally go in blind, which is why I think speed builds are not for me because it just takes. I record so much. I think I recorded like 3 to 4 hours worth of content of me building this lot. So yeah, it's a lot. Like I change a lot, as you can see. Yeah, it's a huge process. A huge process for sure. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, do you guys like look at reference and it kind of helps? But for me, like when I play The Sims, I never like I'm never interested in rushing the process. Um, because actually, funny enough, I see The Sims like, and I've said this plenty of times before. I see it as like a therapeutic game for me. Like it relaxes me. I don't really like to play when people are around. It's just not really my style. Like I love to be alone. I love to vibe out. So while I am, figuring out this floor plan for this office space, I do want to take a second to talk about something important, mental health, because let's be real, life can be a lot, and sometimes we get so caught up in work, family, or just existing in general that we forget to show up for ourselves. But you deserve to take up space. You deserve to put yourself first, and don't let anyone make you feel like you shouldn't do those things. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what it is. If you're not happy doing something, stop doing it. Stop doing it. And if you express to them your feelings about it and they take it a different way, they were never meant to be in your presence and experience you in any aspect. And so that's why I'm a huge advocate on take up the space and you deserve to put yourself first. Okay? You can't help others if you aren't together yourself. But one thing I've learned is that taking care of yourself isn't just like bubble baths and face masks because baby, let's be honest, those do help. It's also setting boundaries, okay? And that's one thing that I really had to get back into this year is setting boundaries because I think I've been so comfortable for years with my current friend circle and family that they know me. None of them cross any boundaries. I don't allow negative energy in my space. And it wasn't until this year where I had to, bring that back out. And, resting when you need to. I'm not the type to overwork myself in any aspect. I don't care what it is. My plate is not going to be overflowing and I'm going to be stressed out. That's not going to happen. But I do encourage you to challenge yourself to grow. And that's kind of what I wanted to do, which is why I'm really focused on growing this YouTube channel. We are at 240 subscribers. We are up 40 from the last speed build, 9 or 10 days ago. So we are up 40. Okay. So welcome in. But, showing up for yourself means making choices that align with your well being. Let me say that again. Showing up for yourself means making choices that aligns with your well-being, even when it's uncomfortable. And sometimes, that means asking for help, and it's nothing wrong with that. I'm always an open door. If any of you need someone to talk to on some personal shit, like, I get it. I'm here. I'm for sure would listen. But that's why I love the idea of having a space like this in Henford-on-Bagley. I do want to promote therapy, because therapy isn't just about fixing problems. It's about having a safe space to talk and process to heal, which is what all of my platforms, honestly, I would want to be focused on. So whether it's through therapy or journaling or playing The Sims, okay, like for me, or just taking like deep breaths and reminding yourself that you matter. Prioritizing your mental health is one of the best things you can do for yourself, okay? Don't feel pressured to do something you don't want to do. Something you no longer want to do, or something that you have outgrown that is not good for you. Just don't do it. So if you need a sign to put yourself first today, this is it. You're listening, you're at the 11-minute mark, you're actually tuned in. You actually listened all the way through, okay? This is it. This is your sign. Go do something good for you. And if that means building a therapy office in The Sims while drinking this green tea, because I'm on a diet. I said it all the time, I'm on a diet. And I'm still in my pajamas. It's 1 p.m. I do it like, no judgment here. I have a lunch meeting with my oldest niece later, and I cannot wait to catch up with her. But yeah, put yourself first today. And now we're going to get into some, I would say, words from my angels, just some inspirational voices that has been in my head lately this week. And I just want to share them with you. So enjoy the rest of the speed build. Yeah.
I don't know who needs to hear this message this morning, and it might be for you. So I'm going to go ahead and remind you. The one thing I hope you never play about is you. I hope you never play about you. I hope you never play about your dreams, your peace of mind, your worthiness, your value, your time. Don't play about you. That's the message here. I don't want you to play about you. They may catch on later in life, and that's fine. But I want you to know exactly who you are, what you bring to the table. You're very much so that girl. You know that. So continue to move with that. You're currently in that phase where chasing your dream, it can get ugly, it can get embarrassing. Who cares? It's all about you and what you want in this life. You're designing your life, babes. That's it. Don't play about you. And don't let anybody else play about you.
Listen to me carefully. You listening? Come on, close. The sooner you realize it's about working on you versus working on everything and everyone around you, that's when you'll get the things that you want. Be encouraged.
People don't realize that their confidence can make other people feel uncomfortable. The fact that you don't think that you're a total loser and that you carry yourself as such, that makes other people uncomfortable. That's when you start hearing the stuff like, oh, she thinks she all of that, or he think he all of that. No, you think that I'm all of that.
I became aware at a very early age that people with money had power, and I didn't have any power as a young woman. And I didn't like the way that felt. And I would watch people that men, all men, who had a lot of money and a lot of power. I looked up to them and thought they were incredibly cool, and they were all really bad guys. They were all mafia guys and really bad people. But they were the ones who had all the power, and their wives and girlfriends wore fur coats, and people, literally the sea parted when they walked through, and they just had this command. And that to me was like, they had it. They had stature, they had money, they had power. So I equated money with power very early on. And as a woman, I'm sure you know how freeing it feels to have financial independence, because you don't have to be with any man you don't want to be with. For women, financial freedom is true independence. Those little patriarchal bitches that, you know, are shivering in their panties right now, because I can't. To be financially independent, to me, is what makes me the happiest, me feel the most free. I don't ever have to do anything I don't want to do. I'm not even mad at you have to be next to a powerful man. Go ahead, get next to him and use him to level up. Just step right on him and just level up. Don't stay under him. If you do what you have to do, girl, use him, get right next to him, pick his pockets, and keep it moving. Don't be in an apron cutting his meat, honey.
Now listen, you apply this where this needs to be applied for you. Now the person that showed you who they are, their behavior has not changed, but yet you keep getting offended and you keep crashing out. The person is no longer the problem. The problem is, all right, make some adjustments. I'm just saying. Can I share something with you? Here's what I need you to do. I need you to, as you go about the rest of this week, be mindful of the emotion of frustration, because frustration will have you saying things as the result of anger and disappointment. Remember, our words carry power. Life and death is in the power of what we speak. You'll have what you say. And the enemy is crafty. See, he'll use frustration against us because he knows when we are frustrated, we'll say things in the heat of the moment. And once you say a thing, you're either giving it life or death. So I need you to think before you speak. I don't care who's doing the most, whether it's your kids, whether it's your relationship, your boss, your co-workers, your car breakdown, your money start acting funny, the business deals are not coming in the way you thought. I don't care what it is. I need you to weigh your words before they leave your lips. Got it? All right. Have a productive week. Don't say nothing. Don't express those emotions. It's gonna backfire. Don't say nothing. Go get a towel, bite it, scream in the towel. But don't say nothing. Shh. And quietness and confidence shall be your strength. Take a deep breath. Walk it off. Don't respond.
One comment that will never get to me is, oh, it's real strict over here. Oh, it's real strict over here. Yeah, those are boundaries, baby girl, and standards.
I always believed I was a bad bitch. Like, I carry that on my shoulders. Like, that's like my first priority. And when I say that, I mean graceful, tasteful, respectful, gentle, charismatic. Like, every attribute you name, I'm giving, I'm loving, I'm respectful. So did I know that certain things were destined for me? Absolutely. Why would I think that they weren't? I deserve this. I deserve it all. And I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
I was going to keep this to myself because I realized that there's no way to say this and not sound cocky, but I'm going to just come out and say it. People don't like me because I'm who they think they are. So when they see me and they see how I move, instead of getting inspired or motivated, they get competitive and they get resentful. All these comments are on a roll because there are absolutely people out here who will be inspired by you, but they will never give you the credit because it's you. These people will study you for so long and so hard that sometimes it's even subconscious behavior. Like sometimes they don't even realize they're copying you. Sometimes they don't realize where they're drawing their inspiration from, but you are always at the forefront of their mind. They're always on your page. They always got to see what you're doing next, what you got going on. And eventually it just gets embedded and they start to mimic all your behaviors. Aesthetic, your hobbies, your interests, the way you dress. And it's like they want to love you, but their envy just won't allow it.
All right. We're back in it. I'm doing a quick little tour for you guys so you can see. Wait, I do want to mention this mirror. How cool is this window? Like, it's a mirror on the outside, so you can only see on it from the outside perspective. The outside, like, you can't see in. But when you go, like, to inside of the room, it's like you can only see on the outside. I think that is the coolest window that I'm really discovering building this. Like, I've never really played with that window. I've never used that window. It apparently it came with the get to work one, so it might be like the police detective career it might come with. So I never really played with the active careers, so it never even like came across like, hey, that's a cool mirror you could use. Like, yeah, so I thought it'd be perfect for in the office spaces to have that two-way mirror where you can only see on the outside and you can't see in. So it gives that privacy, of the room. And I kind of like it. So I love how it turned out. I love the floor plan. I love the layout of everything. It's spacious. It's warming. Like I love it. But so this build, it actually sits across from the Henford Plaza, which I did in a previous video. So I wanted them to have like a similar field, like they're part of the same little community hub. And where Sims can go grab a little cup of coffee, a little tea, and then they can pop over and have a good cry with their therapist. Very efficient, one-stop shop. Okay. I feel like it's kind of like a part of the plaza, but it's just, you just got to walk across the street. Downstairs, I have like a space for the residents. So the resident therapists, they live here. And I wanted to create like a little 2 apartment unit, but like with 1 bath, 1 kitchen, a living room, 1 bedroom. So the therapist can live downstairs and function normally when they're not working. So definitely want to showcase that. But this build was so lovely to make. Like, I loved it. It turned out how exactly I envisioned it to turn out from the architecture. Like, I kept that classic Henford. I don't know why I want to say Henford on Bagley charm. Like that thick, warm brick, kind of soft wood tones, and plenty of greenery that makes it feel welcoming. I didn't want it to look too clinical. Like, no one wants to spill their deepest secrets in a space that looks like a a tax office, the DMV. Like, you want it to be, welcoming, and having it in the like next to the Henford Plaza. I feel like it just works great together. So if you do place this lot, place it here. I love it. The environment around it is just like, I love it. It's like a cute little like mom and pop counseling center, I would say. Okay, let's talk about the interior. As you can see, the front part of the office is already decorated. Well, that's because the video, I guess got corrupted or something happened where so all of the footage that I had decorating the front office space just it didn't work. So now as you see, I'm just coming back in and I'm like, damn. But it's okay. We're gonna make this work. I'm gonna show you the rest of the office. So technically, for the decoration speed build, we're gonna get into the office spaces that I created. So that's kind of fun because all of them are gonna be different in their own little way. Now, like I said, I definitely wanted to make this space feel a little bit more welcoming for the guest or whoever attends a therapy session. You just want the space to be cozy, inviting. So, with the 3 cozy therapy offices for our resident therapist, Karen Barkley and Cotton Weary. Yes, I gave them cinematic horror names because honestly, I just love the irony of it. Don't worry, they're great at their jobs. No one's getting possessed here, hopefully. Chucky's not gonna pop out. The scream guy, it's not gonna pop out. It's just something I do with my game. So if you realize that a lot of characters in my game, like the lore or whatever, like they have, like I like to mix like movie character names for anybody who goes through having a hard time trying to figure out a name for their sim. I tend to go on the horror movie route and find characters from those movies and their names because I just feel like they sometimes have the most awesome names, like Sidney Prescott from the Scream franchise. Like, how awesome is that name? Like Sidney Prescott. So I would tend to have names inspired from movie characters from different movies, different genres. And I'm just in my horror movie phase right now, especially from like the aspect of the final girl. So I love like naming my female sims like that final badass boss that beat the villain and killed the bad guy. I love using those names. So those are like the inspirations that I have behind the therapists that are going to occupy this space. But yeah, each office has a different vibe because not all the therapists are the same. So maybe Karen has that warm, inviting, like, let's talk about your feelings over a cup of tea aesthetic. While Cotton, on the other hand, is more of a sit down, let's unpack your childhood type. Either way, there's a space for like every sim in need of a little soul searching. And yeah, Karen, beautiful, tall. Like, I love her whole aesthetic is so professional. Like, I can see her in like one of the clean, sleek rooms once you see the finished product. In Cotton, I can see him in the middle room because I'm going to go a little bit more darker aesthetic for that area. And I think it might just, play into his name a little bit because he was kind of like that in the movies. But no, I love them. I love the way they turned out. If I didn't mention in the beginning or throughout this video, this build will be available on my Patreon. The shell empty lot is going to be for free, so feel free to download it. If you want the fully furnished, it will be in a select tier on the Patreon. As well as Karen and Cotton Weary. They're also going to be available to download, so you can play them, have them live here, and they can be your resident therapist as well. So yeah, I love it. I love it. I do. So this build isn't just like for fun. It's actually going to tie into an upcoming let's play that I have where my sim is in therapy, as she should be, considering the choices I make for her. But it's not going to be crazy. It's just going to be like one of those midlife crisis situations because I will be playing with an older sim, not an elder, but she will be a mother. You guys kind of know of her. If you are a Patreon member, then you might have her home because I'm gonna be doing my first Let's Play with Neves O'Hara's mom. I don't know why I can never think of her name when it's important, but like I wanted to have like a cozy nearby space to visit and, for her to work through her issues with, and let's just say, some interesting life decisions. But like, I love it. So I'm really excited to start that Let's Play, but I needed to have this build done first. Like, it just had to be complete. But yeah, so. So, if you're into chaotic sims, storytelling, and fancy speed builds, then make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because, baby, the things I have planning, you don't want to miss what's coming up next. I also want to give a special shout out to just a few of the comments that I received on the last speed build. Um, I just love like getting the feedback. Like I just love it. So shout out to Little Bird Sims. She left this beautiful comment. And I don't know, like I get motivated when you guys tend to give feedback because it lets me know what you guys like. So when I did the first video of Space Savers, you guys, gravitated to that really hard, and I was like, okay, well, now I definitely have to put out a second episode for you guys, and now it's becoming a series on my page, so I cannot wait to do more. I'm also going to expand more with the AD sim side, because I just like doing it. I love home interior design. You guys know I'm a fashion designer, but I just love all things creativity wise, especially with the home decor. So I cannot wait to expand on more different series based on that. So do not be surprised if we have like some little at home with AD following Sims around their home, giving us a private tour. Wink, wink. Not me giving you guys the exclusive, but also shout out to Miss Make It Shake. That's my girl. I love her comment. You guys just super, super supportive. And yeah, so leave a nice warming comment. Leave a nice warm comment, and who knows, I might just feature it in the next speed build video. But I think I'm gonna end my little talking here. And let the video finish out of speed building, and then I think at the end I might just do like a little quick little overview of everything. Don't hold me to it because this video is kind of long enough as it is. But yeah, so we're just gonna finish out the speed build decorating. Technically it's not called a speed build, it would be speed decorating, right? I think so. That's what it'll be called. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and remember, if your sim is acting wild, maybe they just need some therapy too, If they're going through something, they might just need some therapy too. So download this build, put it in your world, and enjoy. And follow and like on all the platforms. And thank you guys again. See you next time. Bye.